All right, guys, you've won a couple in a row, and I'm been told that they're bringing in the big guns. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this Trivia Nation, enterprise around town?
It's a little intimidating.
Well, they've been providing the questions, which means, they're kind of going to know the answers.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. I don't know if it's shenanigans. I just think, quite frankly, and I love you guys. You're my brothers. I think they're smarter than you. So.
We could be in trouble. We
brought in the bulk this time, though. Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying. Coach Jerry Williams from the Giants is here, so if we need a dunk, we got that.
That's right.
You got that.
Linebacker Tommy McMahon is here. If
I
we
always
need
thought
any.
the other side was the brains. I didn't realize we were the brains.
No, you are the.
I know.
I love that. No,
seriously.
now you feel like you got something else you got to live up to.
I do.
No, yeah, you're the sports brains, Tommy Mac.
I figured
It's
that
just
out
like
now.
when you're in high school getting that valedictorian.
That's
just think
right.
that way.
Yeah.
It'll
What you
work.
don't know is in the next row, right?
I'm just telling you, these guys coming up know what they're doing. So
They do.
Get ready to flex your sports muscles with the most exciting new game show on the planet, Beat the Brains, where regular, ordinary sports junkies like you get to test their sports knowledge against the masters of the sports universe, the Brains. So buckle in, folks. From the Best Bet Studios, it's time to beat the Brains. Here's your host, Jeff
Game time again. I like it, boys.
Passer.
Game time. Thank you very much, and welcome back. This is Beat the Brains. It's your new favorite show right here on CW17. As usual, we have collected a cast of sports experts, either by their play or by their knowledge. Ryan Hacker-Green from 1010XL.
Jeff, how are you?
I'm good. The Giants head coach is Jerry Williams.
How you doing?
He's a champion already. His Giants, the league champs a year ago. Tom McManus, we loved him at middle linebacker.
Good to be back.
55 in your program, number 1 in your heart, and Steve Beef Butte.
Champion
Just
of
go
life.
Beef.
Your first name's Steve?
Beef is easier. They brought out the big guns to take you guys on and snap that 2-game win streak that you have, because we have a squad from Trivia Nation.
Hey, Jeff.
Who provides our questions week to week and who put on tremendous shows all around town. Steve Howard is the owner of Trivia Nation. And
good to see
how
you.
did you think of that, huh? We're just looking for something that you enjoyed and that you could.
I like to drink and ask questions.
Winner, Steve. All right. John Pacey is 38 years old, and he claims to be the Tony La Russa of Little League Baseball coaching.
Absolutely.
Well, that's excellent.
A lot of titles.
Does that
Jeff.
mean you change teams every 4 years, or no?
This means I recruit players.
He recruits. I like it. This is my man. If you listen to 1010XL in the morning or with Dan Hicken and I at any point along the way, you know Get Smart John, who has been voted Jacksonville's best trivia host 1,000 times. But don't want to say anything. There might be some new competition in town. All right, and this is my man, Matthew OTTERBEIN. We call him Otter. Otter interned with us.
Late 90s.
How long ago was that, Otter?
97.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I love you, and I mean it.
Yeah.
I hope you've gotten a lot smarter. All right. We've added an element thanks to our friends at Human. It's going to be a little bit more interesting as they put up $1,000 to the charity of choice for today's winning team. Human is an award-winning recruitment company that's been here in Jacksonville and is a terrific place to work. So we thank them. Our challengers will be playing for the Children's Home Society, and our Brains playing for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. We'll learn more about both teams as we move along, but right now it is time to face off. All right. And here is your face-off question. In 1995, Tom Brady was drafted in the 18th round by this Major League Baseball team, which no longer plays in the city that drafted him.
Montreal Expos?
It is the Montreal Expos.
Yes, sir. There it is, baby.
Wow, dude.
I think Hacker did a little deduction there. That's why we threw it in there. All right, so the Brains control the board. That means 4 categories are there for you to choose from, and those categories are March Madness, Spring Fling, Fantastic Feats with an E, and Jack's Roots. What's our category going to be, boys?
We'll go Jack's Roots.
Jack's Roots. This is a category about star athletes from Jacksonville. All right, star athletes from Jacksonville. Challengers, I'll remind you, pay attention. If they miss, you get a chance to steal and you will take over the board. But our first question worth 50 points. What Jacksonville native and Raines graduate played for Clemson and then the Philadelphia Eagles as a safety from 96 to 08?
Jeff, that'll be Brian Dawkins.
Recently inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
All
Brian
right.
Dawkins.
Very nice.
That's 50 points for the Brains.
Even they're happy for you.
And we're off to a start. What Raines High School graduate went on to be a 4-year All-Pro wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles and led the NFL in receiving yards and receptions in 1973.
Oh, please, I wasn't even born.
I remember this guy. This guy was about 6'8", as I remember. Yeah.
What's his first name? Harold. Jeff, we're going to Harold Carmichael.
Good job, Tommy Mac.
Tommy's got it.
Good job,
Tommy's got it.
It's because you guys were peers.
Wow, he just said you're old, man.
I am.
Tommy, help me with the Harold part.
I believe at one time Harold Carmichael held the record for games with a reception, consecutive games with a reception.
Oh, wow.
Way back before Art Monk, I believe.
No idea.
What do I know? Yeah, there we go.
Sounds good.
Don't put that in any of your shows. People have a hard enough time with you jokers. All right, here we go. Playing 14 seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers, what tight end and tackle was born in Jacksonville, attended high school in Stark, and has 4 Super Bowl rings from the 70s? You've got company in the host chair.
Tight end and tackle.
It's very tough. I know my man Jerry's waiting on the Rasheen Mathis question.
No,
It just
for
didn't
sure.
come, did it?
I just can't wait for you to get it.
It
so
just didn't
it's
come.
cool, yeah.
Wow.
Rasheen is Jerry's brother, by the way. That's why I say that. Yeah.
We'll go.
Any idea?
We'll go with.
Yeah, no.
No.
We have a guess.
You can guess.
Randy Grossman.
It's not Randy Grossman, who's not from Jacksonville. Larry Brown?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, went on to a great basketball coaching career. Who
Larry
didn't know?
Brown,
It's different Larry Brown.
Had 5 picks in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's a different one, too. All right, here we go. Last question. I need a little order on the set. Thank you very much. Here we go. Born in Jacksonville and out of Florida A&M in 1976, what punter, known as one of the first African-American punters, had a 12-year NFL career, 10 with the Minnesota Vikings?
Jeff, we'll go Reggie Roby.
Reggie Roby's incorrect. Reggie Roby was one of the first African-American punters, but he is from Jacksonville, and this could be for the lead. The final question of the round. Born in Jacksonville, played at Florida A&M in 1976. What punter, known as the first African-American punter, had a 12-year NFL career, most with the Minnesota Vikings? No, nothing. Yeah. Let me ask you this, guy. Let me ask you this. If I give you a hint, he had a cousin who was a Major League Baseball All-Star and won a World Series with the St. Louis Cardinals. Never mind. It's the answer. Yeah, you guys can all go home. We're going to find 8 more. The answer to the punter question is Greg Coleman, whose cousin was Vince Coleman. Right? What a disappointing end to the first segment, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's 150 for the Brains. Nothing for the Challengers. For now. But we have another face-off question and another chance for you to pile up points when we return. You're watching Beat the Brains on CW7.
From the Best Bet Studios, Beat the Brains is brought to you by Best Bet, featuring poker, simulcast, and racing in Jacksonville and Orange Park. And by the Murray Automotive Superstores in Stark and Kingsland, Georgia. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, your favorite neighborhood eating spot, and the Carefree Boat Club, boating without owning. It's about time. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food is Jacksonville's best fast casual restaurant. We have awesome food, use quality ingredients, all in an easygoing environment. There's food for every taste bud, so come hungry for amazing pizzas, salads, wraps, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and incredible desserts. Come experience Jumpin' Jack's House of Food on San Jose and Mandarin, and our new location coming soon in the Atlantic Village, Atlantic Beach. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, we aim to be your great neighbor.
It's hard to get quality time with the family.
Mom, look, a dolphin! Where?
I used to wonder what we could do to make weekends special together. Not anymore. We're making memories to last a lifetime.
Make memories for your family with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Whether you like fishing, water sports, or just getting outdoors with the kids, you can do it all with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Call or visit our website today to schedule your personal tour.
North Florida basketball means
Community.
Family friendly.
Affordable fun.
Memories.
action.
Catch the Birds of Trey in action this season. For more information, visit unfospreys.com or call 904-620-BIRD.
From the Best Bet Studios, this segment of Beat the Brains is brought to you by Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, your favorite neighborhood eating spot.
All right, thank you very much, and welcome back. This is Beat the Brains. The Brains off to a lead here of 150-0. We have another face-off question, a chance for the challengers to pick up points this round. And up here, we've got John Pacey. Well, you got a bunch of Little League kids. I understand to be very disappointed if you don't turn things around.
They will. They're all watching, too.
That's correct.
Eagerly.
Coach Jerry Williams of the Jacksonville Giants also has a brother that a lot of sports fans know, Rasheem Mathis. How's Rasheem doing?
He's good, man. He got 3 kids now. Sitting home playing golf every day, so he's good.
Well, there's worse jobs that you could have.
Trust me, I know.
Now, look, I think your Giants, I'm not sure they've gotten enough credit for being, you know this as a player there, and you know this as a coach there.
Right.
Just been a dominant basketball team.
Yeah, we're trying, man. We won 5 out of the last 8 years. So, you know, we won 3 in a row, so we're trying to get our 4th right now. So.
All right, well, fingers on the trigger. It's time for a face-off question to see who can take control. What horse, whose name can also be what you get for a speeding violation, won the Triple Crown in 1948?
Citation.
Citation is correct.
All right.
Yeah, somebody knows their speeding tickets.
What horse? I can't even fit on a horse, man.
Jerry heard horse, he was out. He checked out. All right, gang, let's go to the categories and a chance to make up some points here. It's 150 for the Brains. Challengers with the board for the first time today. We can go with Madness, Spring Fling, or Fantastic Feats.
We'll do baseball, Spring Fling.
Spring Fling, that indeed is a category of Major League Baseball questions.
Okay.
So first, for 50 points. Born in Orange Park and a Wolfson High School graduate, what first baseman and designated hitter played for the Kansas City Royals from 2007 to 2014?
They too old for that. That's good. They too old
for that. Played for the A's, too. All died.
Billy Butler.
Billy Butler is correct.
Thank you.
Great job.
50 points and on the board.
Nice job.
All right, here we go. Your second question. Who was named MVP of the 2018 World Series?
No, it was that guy, Steve Pierce. I think it was Steve Pierce. It was that he had 2 home runs that one game. I think it was Steve Pierce. Is that his name?
What do you say?
Yeah.
Need an answer.
Go.
Mookie Betts.
That's incorrect. Chance to steal.
It's David Pierce.
That's incorrect.
Incorrect. It's Steve Pierce.
Steve.
Take you behind the scenes here on Beat the Brains. I love this when this happens, when there's a guy on the team that has the right answer and then the team won't go on it. That's what's just happening.
I didn't.
That's okay. Board not stolen.
I wrote the question.
You're still in control.
Look at him. He's really mad about it.
Still in control. All right, you ready? Challengers on the board. Within 2 years either way, in what year did the American League begin using the designated hitter on a 3-year experimental basis?
1973.
That's the year on the nose. So
Wow.
John was 46.
Hey, John, that was in college.
and it's 200 to 150. The challengers now have taken the lead.
Steve Pierce.
What did you say? It is Steve Pierce. You could have more, but I can't. This is your team. I got to do this. All right, here we go. Last question of the round. What Florida Marlins outfielder who joined the team in its first season and was with the franchise for both World Series titles earned the title Mr. Marlin?
Go.
Jeff Conine.
It is Jeff Conine. That is correct. You control the board throughout the entire round. And just like that, we have a new leader. The challengers from Trivia Nation have put a hurting on you here in round 2.
This game's rigged.
It's 400 to 150. We're back with more from the Best Bet Studios on CW 17.
All right, you're doing good.
Coming to you from the Best Bet Studios, this segment of Beat the Brains is brought to you by the Murray Automotive Superstores in Stark and Kingsland, Georgia.
We're back on Beat the Brains. We've got another good game cooking here, and it's time for the 2-minute drill presented to you by Shazam Auto and our friends at the Murray Automotive Superstores in Stark and Kingsland. And I forgot to tell you guys after last round, because you were leading after round 2, I have this good news for you. Dinner for 4 at Jumpin' Jack's House of Food.
All right.
Great food. That's right. Your favorite neighborhood eating spot?
Yes.
Dinner for 4 at Jumpin' Jack's. Burgers, pizza, salads, all kinds of good stuff. And I'll remind you that, and I feel funny saying this, the questions provided each week by Trivia Nation. I mean, I'm hoping we found a pinch hitter this week at least. So we'll see. Now, though, it is time for us to go in the 2-minute drill. We're going heads up. Let me get the questions that I've hidden from you guys. We'll start with Get Smart. John, how you been, my man?
Doing well.
Good?
Doing well. Good to be here.
You might want to start working out a little. And Tom, you guys work out together, you think?
I hope when I'm John's age, I look like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of a little throwing a little shade like
Just
that.
a little bit.
All right.
John and I go way back.
First to the trigger. Gets first chance to answer. If not, you get a chance to steal. These questions worth 100 points. What nickname is shared by an NFL quarterback and a Westminster Palace clock tower in London?
Big Ben.
That's correct.
Hey!
baby.
I'm here.
Even I knew that one.
Well, that one burns, John.
Get
That
one
one burns.
Tommy, that gun, boy, you got smart over there, huh?
It must be the show.
It's been a good day.
Apparently all his brain juice.
Otter, how you been, buddy?
Good.
Good? You ready? You ready for this?
Yeah,
You're awful quiet over there. Let's see if we get you.
I'm all right.
See if we get you engaged here. Here we go. Of Dominican heritage, what Orioles third baseman / shortstop from Hialeah was traded to the Dodgers on?
Manny Machado.
Manny Machado's correct.
There it is.
Wow.
Good job,
100
baby.
points.
At least we get 3 out of 4. Good. Good job.
All right, man.
All right, here we go.
Montreal.
Back through the rotation.
Steve Pierce.
After the October 22nd, 2007 game against Indianapolis, what Colts president complained to? Yes.
Colts president. Jim Irsay?
No, I can finish the question for you. After the October 22nd, 2007 game against Indianapolis, what Colts president?
Bill Polian.
Bill Polian is correct.
Yeah.
Let me finish. It's an interesting question. No, you can move along. I didn't mean to stop you.
Thank you.
He complained about the behavior of Jackson DeVille. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's correct. And the guy in that suit at the time, I still complain about all the time. So there we go. That's perfect. And I'm also told, by the way, that's why you don't see the mascots in the end zone. Who knew? We also don't see the Jags there much either, do we? All right.
Oh!
Yeah. Here we go.
It hurts because it's true.
Name the former Jacksonville basketball player who played at Jackson High School, then Florida State, before being drafted by the Sixers. Yes.
James Collins.
James Collins is correct.
Yeah! Nice.
Oh!
Good job, Coach.
Nice job.
My man, Coach Jerry Williams, was
Yes, sir.
dying for a basketball question.
That's all I wanted.
Got him one.
That's all I wanted.
All right, we've got one heck of a match brewing here. 500 for the challengers, 450 the final segment to pick up points, and then you risk them coming up at the finish line. Here we go. These were 200 points. On December 8th, 2000, what LA Lakers center set a record, which stands for number of free throws? Yes.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal. The record is actually number of free throws attempted in a game without making one.
Missed. Yeah.
It missed.
I missed.
Yeah.
650 to 500. And this, a 200-point question. Who was the Jaguars' first-round pick of the 2014 NFL draft?
2014 would be...
Time. Otter.
Mula? I forget the turn. Get from Cal.
That's incorrect as well.
It was Bortles.
Yeah, it was Bortles, but we're moving along. No points. Yeah.
It's all good.
That's hard. You put him on the spot for the year.
I've tried to forget him.
Look, you guys could ask me with a buzzer, what year was your kids born? Right? All right, here we go. 2 questions left, and we got a close game. What current American League relief pitcher holds the record for fastest recorded pitch?
Aroldis Chapman.
That's correct.
All right, Steve.
Excellent. He reset it.
John.
Excellent.
Steve
reset
Pierce.
on his
Thanks,
own.
Ryan, for that.
All right, this is the final question.
He's a man of honor, Ryan the Hacker Green.
I am.
The challengers now back on top, 700 to 650. And whoever is leading after this round You get the best bet sushi. So that's a big question. Yeah, that's correct.
Bring it home, Coach.
It's about sushi time.
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful facility here at Best Bet, and our studio has been awesome. All right, you ready? Final question, 200 points. During a World Cup match on June 24th, 2014, Luis Suarez, a player from what South American country that begins with a vowel, was banned from playing for...
Argentina.
Incorrect. Jerry, you want to take a chance? I'll finish the question.
Okay, finish.
During a World Cup match on June 24, 2014, Luis Suarez, a player from what South American country that begins with a vowel, was banned from playing for 4 months after biting an opponent?
Dominican Republic.
No, not it. The correct answer.
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
And my best friend played in Uruguay last year. That's crazy, man.
It's a 700 to 650. You know what that means, boys? You're going to enjoy a little bit of sushi as we take off the break. I'll let you guys decide how much you want to bet going into your final category. Meanwhile, the delicious sushi room here at Best Bet, one of the best in town. We're back with more. It's Beat the Brains on CW 17.
It's hard to get quality time with the family.
Mom, look, a dolphin. Where?
I used to wonder what we could do to make weekends special together. Not anymore. We're making memories to last a lifetime.
Make memories for your family with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Whether you like fishing, water sports, or just getting outdoors with the kids, you can do it all with Carefree Boat Club of Jacksonville. Call or visit our website today to schedule your personal tour. Beat the Brains continues now from the Best Bet Studios. This segment of the show is brought to you by the Carefree Boat Club. Boating without owning. It's about time.
All right, we are back on Beat the Brains, and we've got a heck of a matchup. And the finish line question is brought to you by Carefree Boat Club. Why is that important? If you answer the Carefree Boat Club finish line question correctly, you are going to get an awesome half-day Carefree charter for 4, complete with a boat and a captain. That goes to whichever team gets the finish line question correct. If you both get it right, I've made the unilateral decision. We give it to the challengers. So if you get it right, you know you're getting that.
Have they not already gotten enough?
No, they haven't. And by the way, if you are fortunate enough to beat the Brains, we've also come up with this accoutrement. You also go on the Wall of Fame. That's right, it says, "We beat the Brains." So you've got that going. That's provided by Hardball Creative. We appreciate them, and we know that you will too. If your company needs anything with a logo on it, go to Hardball Create. And this is your finish line question. We don't need to see the wagers yet. It's a tough one. There have been 4 players who played collegiately in the state of Florida who have been the #1 overall pick. I need to know who those 4 are.
In order?
The first, by the way, came out of the University of Tampa in 1973. Doesn't have to be in order. The first player ever taken #1 overall out of Florida came from the University of Tampa in 1973. He was the first of 4 players who have gained that distinction. We need to know all 4 players who played collegiately in Florida who were the #1 overall pick. Starting with what I think is the toughest, the player out of the University of Tampa in 1973. Shout out to the, well, I don't want to give them too much credit here, but Trivia Nation for providing our questions each and every week throughout this season. We certainly appreciate it. This one could be one that comes down to how much did you decide to wager. We have a very, very tight game. 50 points separate the challengers from the Brains. First player was a defensive end taken in 1973 out of the University of Tampa. in any order, name the first 4 overall picks in the NFL draft. We've got 10 seconds, gentlemen, 10 seconds. These are colleges and universities in the state of Florida. 4 men have been the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. And that is time. I'm going to need a wrap. Do we have 4? No, stymied. Kind of like a regular Trivia Nation end of the show kind of question, isn't it?
It's all right.
Impossible. Yeah.
Woo! That was tough, man.
This is very hard.
You get points.
All right, well,
Very sad.
we'll actually start with our brains who were trailing. I want to see the answer first.
The answer's first.
Your answer. Vinny Testaverde, Jameis Winston, John Matusak, and Russell Maryland is a really, really, really good answer. How much did you risk?
The boat.
They add $650. Yeah! $1,350. $1,300 total.
Think of beef. Woo!
And so now
Good
our
job,
challengers, who call me perceptive, maybe I should be a detective. I'm sensing didn't get the answer correct.
Do we get half credit?
You don't get half
credit?
They did get 2.
Testaverde and Winston.
Jameis Winston and Vinny Testaverde, and you saw the other 2.
Yes, sir. Good job, baby.
We
We the brains, baby. We the brains. We the brains. We the brains.
All right. Listen, I also want to let you know that the charity Making Strides has won $1,000 thanks to Human. Thanks to our challengers who put on a very game effort. Thanks to the Brains who once again flexed tonight. That's what happens when you try and beat the Brains.
Beat the Brains has been brought to you by Best Bet, featuring poker simulcast and racing in Jacksonville and Orange Park. And by the Murray Automotive Superstores in Stark and Kingsland, Georgia. Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, your favorite neighborhood eating spot, and the Carefree Boat Club, boating without owning. It's about time.